at it again, but all the drivers and the teams has a chance to protest as long as it's in the rule book, and the stewards would have to follow the rules that we have and go back and look at the replays and so forth. So we'll see what happens.
Right now we are revisiting the one more time between Diego Higa and Aurimas Bakchis. They've taken their sight laps. Hopefully the track dries out. We won't need sight laps maybe if we advance on further and it dries out. Not seeing some ponchos out there or umbrellas. We do have some easy ups up at the top of the bleachers just to protect from the sun. Here we go, the one more time battle between Aurimas Bakchis. Again, we just saw Simon Olsen advance on. Who's advancing on here? Field suspension, GT Radio pedal commander, S chassis, or Diego Higa, the Brazilian star, coming now into Formula Drift Pro Championship. Look at that composure. Great job, Diego Higa, making his presence felt. Looked like he almost got his door, but I don't think there was contact. Now to that last outside zone. Aurimas using all the course. You see almost flirting with that wall and keeping it off the wall.
See, this happens with a lot of the one more time battles because, you never know what would happen. If that was Higa's chase run earlier, he got a lot closer than his first chase run. Now Aurimas obviously doing a great job. As usual in the lead position, he's filling the zones the way he's supposed to. But look at this, at the middle to the end of the outside zone 2, Higa gets really, really close to Aurimas' car and shows dominance in the chase position too. Now I'm excited to see what's going to happen when they change places.
Well, what's interesting here, and you brought up a great point, you've seen what they can do, and now in the heat of battle, it's kind of like, okay, now I see you. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I think it's a mentality. Like when I was driving, I felt the same way too. But sometimes you feel like you shouldn't go 100%, but that's not what we want to see. We want to make sure that the drivers are always running 100% and not holding back. So it looks like he wasn't holding back this time.
Well, it's you can't win in 32. You can't win in 16. You can't win in 8. You can't win in 4. You can only win in the final. So I know the championship etiquette, and we've seen this from, Tanner Faust, I think, did it the best. He wouldn't go 100% in 32. You'd see him kind of ramp it up, and it was just visibly apparent where he drive 90, then 92%, 95%, would just dial it up, and Tanner was so good at that, hence why he's a two-time champion. Here we go, Diego Higa. He is leading Aurimas Bakchis in that chase position in the outside zone 1. Diego Higa using all of it. Aurimas Bakchis getting bathed in smoke, and that is a good sign that the course is drying out. Diego Higa gets into the dirt. He uses his wheel as a shovel, and look at that. We can see Aurimas Bakchis now chasing him down, transitioning past that inside clip into outside zone 3, Diego Higa. But Aurimas Bakchis, look at this great battle. Again, seeing the smoke is indication that the course is drying out, so that is a good sign. Yeah,
so in the lead position, I just remembering what I just saw, both of the battles, it looks like Aurimas doesn't go as deep on outside zone 1. He does a good job, fairly good job, but he doesn't go as deep, but Higa does. But after the outside zone 1, it looks like Higa gets a little bit too deep at outside zone 2. That's pretty much a mistake, and that actually throws off the chase vehicle, but Aurimas does a good job staying in there and keeping it tight as he's supposed to. And right here after the transition as well, he keeps the pressure on, and both the drivers finishes off. So this might be very, very close. I'm going to make a decision, but this might be very, very close. But I'm going to have to see the obvious mistakes that the lead vehicle had to make, and I think the other judges are going to agree with that. But we'll go ahead and see.
All right, so again, Diego Higa, a good driving out front, good chasing. Aurimas, one of the best chase drivers in the biz. Just the way he keeps his composure, minimal corrections. He's always there, threatening, grinding. So here we go, slide him left for Aurimas or right for Diego Higa. It looks like a one more time from Brian, and it looks like from you, Robbie, and one more time. So going at it again. So not once, but twice one more time. And again, Robbie, you cite, what do you guys think? Aurimas Bakchis, Diego Higa, it's a tight one. The stands are filling up.
Hey, but you know what? It's a good battle. So, we hate to give one more time when it's like numerous mistakes. Yeah, it's weak. But when we see good battles like this where it's close, both the drivers are doing great, and one more time is, I think it's a good call. So.
And Robbie, you did go against your fellow judges here. They went one more time.
Yeah.
Your justification of saying Aurimas over Diego.
Yeah, well, obviously going off track, and that upset the lead vehicle's move, but I think Aurimas did a good job chasing and also mimicking and not messing up
he adapted
behind.
To it,
he adapted to it really well, so that's why I kind of went with Aurimas. But at the same time, like I was saying, outside zone 1, Diego did a better job filling it as a lead vehicle, and Aurimas didn't fill it as well. So now we want to see perfection, you know, in both the drivers, and maybe we'll just keep going with it one more time.
They want to see it as well. And you know, yesterday, Dmitry Brudsky, who got second, you know, he's a former Pro Spec champion, on the podium. I asked him, he says, I'm just tired. Every battle he had it one more time, and that really does contribute to, you know, your exhaustion, your mental capacity, just all that. So you're mentally exhausted, you're physically exhausted, and especially right now, it's humid, it's hot. That contributes.
Yeah, the driver's probably
right.
Really
I mean,
hot and tired.
I know. You know, we got some cool suits in there. They got the kind of water veins running underneath their suit, but that can only do so much. We always joke, you're in your race pajamas. It gets hot, man.
Oh,
it gets
does,
real hot
for sure. And you know, the cars are hot too.
Yeah,
you know?
So they're boiling, you're boiling. It just contributes. So again, exhaustion is a big factor here.